All right, how's it going, guys? Zoro here. One Piece live reaction 1146. I think now we should be good. We should be live on YouTube. I gotta give it a second. It wasn't live on YouTube before, but we're gonna give it a moment. I think we're good. Okay, we're good. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend, man. I certainly am. I'm here with my water. I'm here after a break from missing One Piece last week, which is always a depressing prospect. I'm here, ready to react to 1146. Hope you guys are having a good one. Welcome to the stream if you're new. We are going to be getting into the reaction very soon. So, pull up your snacks, pull up your drinks, pull up the chapter, and we're going to get started in a few minutes. Going to wait a little bit for more people to start coming in. Like the video, help support the channel if you're just joining us here. And yeah, man, it's One Piece time, baby. It's a One Piece time, baby. Let's go, dude. I'm so ready. I'm fucking here, baby. There's a little touch and go whether or not I could stream today. I'll be honest, I have a family gathering in a little bit. But I told him, like, hey, I gotta be late. I'm gonna be late. I don't care what holiday it is, man. It's One Piece time. And I was like, maybe I can delay it to Sunday. Then I realized Sunday's Easter. I'm like, shit, I can't do that. So I'm like, fuck it, we're doing the stream. One way or another, it's going down. I can't put it off, man. I cannot put it off. Not what I want to. The fans gotta wait. So I might not have a whole lot of time to bullshit per usual. We might get started sooner rather than later. But, we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. And we'll get started soon. Alright. Having some stream issues, I think, but no, it should be okay. Okay. I'm getting a little latency problems from what I can tell from the... Well, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. Y'all can see me, I think. That's what matters. Better you hear me than see me, honestly, either way. Alright. Okay. There we go. We should be good. Let me just close some programs. I usually do that, but I forgot. Just so that the stream is nice and clear. Is nice and smooth. Cool. Alright. Alright, we're good. Alright, like I just said, I got to unfortunately be somewhere. I can't wait too long here. But we're going to get started in just a minute or two. What's good, Mike? How we doing, man? I've been good, man. I've been good. I've been working like non-stop this week. I had a cover at work, and I ended up doing like 20 more hours than I usually do this week, which is yeah. Yeah, I'm tired, bro. I'm a little tired, I'm not gonna lie. But I have off on Easter, so that's gonna be nice to actually get some time off, spend time with the family. So yeah, I'm doing okay, man. It's hot, man. It's hot as shit in Florida right now. You can see the sun rays of God himself are raining down into my room. It's fucking it's crazy. It's nice as hell out right now. I was outside in my backyard a little bit, just chilling, and that was really cool. Yeah, it's very relaxing, So Florida's pretty much the same. It's a variety of how hot it is. Like it's not like what's the weather. It's how hot is it today? Is it like kind of hot but bearable? Is it absurdly hot to the point where you stay inside? Is it muggy and wet? That's like the third variation of hot. And is it like at the coldest like 55 degrees? Is it like 55 degrees? That's the like the bottom, the cold. That's how low it goes. And it's hilarious because I'm from New York, obviously. For people who know me, I'm originally from New York, and these people from Florida who don't know what true cold really is. They don't understand, bro. They out here in this 55-degree weather, they're just fucking bundled up in these giant coats in 55-degree weather, bro. It's insane to me. I'm out here fucking goddamn shirtless almost. You know, just enjoying the beautiful weather. 55 is like nice, bro. Like 55 to 70 is like that's the fucking Goldilocks zone right there, man. Yeah, right now it's pretty chill though. It's like what 80 degrees here in Florida today. Pretty nice, pretty nice. When it gets down to 55, people are like, it's like, bro, shut the fuck up, man. I ain't trying to hear this nonsense. But yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm excited because my Knicks are getting ready for the playoffs here. I expect disappointment, but I always expect disappointment with my sports teams. That's the way I'm able to maintain my sanity. Otherwise, I would have been long since broke and a shell of my former self, completely just devastated by the psychiatric trauma that my teams place upon me. So, in order to counteract that, I just pretend like we're going to lose every game. And if we do lose, it's not a disappointment. So, it is what it is, I'm not a beach guy, man. I don't know why. It's hot as fuck. Like that's the thing is like I don't like going in the water, like in the ocean. The ocean is. I mean, I go in the ocean. I can swim pretty good. I'm not like scared of the ocean. It's just that motherfucking. I ain't trying to deal with seaweed. I ain't trying to deal with jellyfish. I ain't trying to deal with fucking crabs pinching at my feet. It ain't happen, bro. I ain't a beach guy. I ain't a beach guy, man. And if I want to like post up in a lawn chair and just get some sun, I can do that out back. I don't gotta fucking go to drive an hour to go to a beach where a bunch of other motherfuckers is. I don't know. I'm just not a beach guy, man. I don't know what it is. I just never was. Never was. But yeah, it's hot. It's hot out here. Good to see you guys joining us. We're going to be starting right now, actually, with the live reaction. If you're just joining us, I have somewhere to be because it's Good Friday. My family are having a gathering. I got to go and go over there. So I'm going to be starting up very soon. So like the video, help support the channel at the moment if you can, you guys. If you're just joining us here. And we're going to be getting into it very soon. I'm not going to be seeing the Minecraft movie. No. I do like to game. I am what is known as a gamer. I dare say I have earned those stripes. But I don't play. I play a little bit of Minecraft. Minecraft's fun, bro. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't like Minecraft. It's fun, right? When you're playing with friends, though, I don't play by myself. I'm not like someone's like, oh, look at my beautiful house I built, and then like, oh, look at all my kingdom. Nah, I don't give a fuck about that. I enjoy playing with friends. Getting up to some shit with them that can be fun. Right, but I ain't gonna see that movie. It's a joke. It's a gag. It's a meme. But it's a fun game. It is a fun game. I'm not gonna hate on it. But I play a lot of single player games. Like I do play Destiny a little bit with some friends, mainly because they wrote me into it. And I'm not a huge Destiny guy. It's fun. Destiny 2, obviously. It's fun. It's we do ratings sometimes. It's cool, but it's not something I really like. I enjoy more single player games. The Baldur's Gates type games, RPGs, that kind of stuff. I'm currently playing a game that's really good. That is, you're playing. It's actually kind of crazy. It's called Hollywood Animal, where you're playing as a Hollywood executive of a studio in the 1920s, 1930s, not 1920s, 1930s. And you're creating the studio and hiring actors, producers, making movies. It's a pretty cool concept. I think it's in early access right now, and there's some issues here and there because it's early access, but it's really fun. Played in a browser back in like 2010. Oh, okay. I didn't see your first comment. I was probably one of the first 10,000 people to play Minecraft. That's actually crazy. I have no interest in the Assassin's Creed series. Even when the games were good, I didn't really get into. I was late to the party, and then the game started getting worse and worse, and I just it doesn't appeal to me. Those kinds of games, Assassin's Creed games. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I like I kind of like strategy games in a weird way. Like I'm playing Total War Warhammer. I play like Civilization. I play Crusader Kings. I kind of like the idea of like Risk style. Like you build a kingdom or you maintain a kingdom. You build armies. You conquer lands. You broker deals. The history buff in me really enjoys that stuff. You know what I mean? Look, I enjoy a Japanese era history. It's just that game isn't the best vehicle for that. Like Ghost of Tsushima is a much better version of that game, and I quite enjoyed that game. So it's just yeah, I'm more of a Ghost of Tsushima type guy, personally. Even though that game wasn't exactly accurate necessarily, but it was definitely better. Polytopia, cool, cool, cool. I just like my RPGs, man. I love fucking RPGs. The more complex, the better. I'm a big RPG guy. I enjoy building, leveling up, skill trees, all that shit. Gets me going, baby. Gets me going. All right. Anyway, One Piece time. We're not here to talk about this. I can talk about this forever. I'm getting distracted. It's time for One Piece. I got somewhere to be. Keep forgetting. Fuck it. Let's ball. It's One Piece time, man. Let's fucking do it. One Piece chapter 1146. Pull the chapter around if you want to read along with your boy. If you're just joining us, hope you're having a wonderful start to your Friday. Let's fucking do this. Chapter 1146. A stir in the silence. Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 31. We owe you our lives. Please let us serve you. So Ulti and Page 1 are officially good guys. I was right. Look, it always feels good to be right. It always feels good to back a horse that you know is a prize horse. And Ulti is a prize horse. Alright, Ulti is goated. We love Ulti. We support Ulti here. We will accept no Ulti slander in my chat. I'll tell you that right now. Ulti is fantastic. Great. Loved her since she was introduced. And it's good to see that she's on the right team. It's good to see she's on the right team. I wonder if we're going to get more and more people joining the grand fleet of Yamato, so to speak. Or I guess the Scabbards version of Yamato. We're going to get more of that. I don't know. Who else would you propose for that? I can't even think about it right now. Who else would be... Like, Ulti's a perfect fit, right? Ulti's goated. We love Ulti. I don't know. Maybe that's just it. I'm not super invested in this Yamato thing, but this could be a cool wrinkle in the storyline here. I'm not mad at it at all. Let's see. Chapter starts. Usopp. Who the heck is that? It must be the intruder. Intruder? The human intruders, the ones who totally outclass the castle guards? What's your deal? You're behind the kidnappings, aren't you? Did you just say human? Nah, you ain't. How many more hints do we need, right? How many more hints do we need that this Holy Knight, Gorosei, Emu, all these guys... They're demons, bro. They're fucking literal demons from the depths of the abyss, bro. Literal demons, okay? They're not humans. They're demons, okay? Now, I think that's the case. That might sound crazy. She might just be saying this because, I'm not a human. I'm a celestial dragon. I'm above humans, right? It could be something like that. But I'm in the mind of like, hey, I think these are demons, bro. I think they're literal demons. Did you just say human? Brooke's like, huh? We are gods. Gods. You sound like Enel or one of those celestial dragons. Well, yes, she is a celestial dragon. Why would a god go after the children of Elbaf? Yeah, they're my friends. Tap, tap. Where are you taking them? Let them go. A child like you should know when to hold their tongue. Even for us, a clean abduction isn't feasible given the sheer size of our quarry. Oh, Frankie took down the lightning bolt. Okay, Frankie. Our only option to ensure passage to the Holy Land was to have them walk themselves over here. The Holy Land? You mean Marijwa? You're celestial dragons. No way, they're the worst. She's nothing like the ones I was picturing, though. I'm afraid this one likely holds an even higher rank. A god's knight. How do you know that, Brooke? Hold on a minute. How does Brooke know that? Hold on a minute. How does Brooke know about the God Knights? Am I being stupid? Was there a thing with Brooke and the God Knights, or was it stated? How does Brooke know about the God Knights, bro? Is this a hit, like he's old and shit, and like they were around during his time, kind of thing? Is that what happens here? I mean, I'm kind of interested in learning more. Brooke's my boy. You know I love Brooke. I just got a soft spot for Brooke, man. Terrible penny jokes and all. So I'm curious if this is like he knew about them back in the day. She says, indeed. Don't tell me you're gonna force these kids into slavery. Ah, what the heck is this arrow thing? We won't let you. Zeus. You called on me. Well, go away. It won't stop chasing me. Thunder Shark. Thunder Shark. Oh, that's actually sick. Okay. Thunder Shark Tempo. The world was meant to simply vanish one day. Oh, she hit her with the Uno reverse card. She's like, you've activated my trap card. Mirror Force. To simply vanish one day. That's how it was supposed to go. Run, Nami. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Nami. It was me. It was you. Oh, she got Brooke instead. Thank you. However, some among the humans realized what lay in store. Wait, hold on a second. I gotta pay attention. I gotta lock in. They're talking about Ohara. Hold on. The world was meant to simply vanish one day. That's how it was supposed to go. However, some among the humans realized what lay in store, and they made sure the entire world would know. Are they talking about the sea level rise? Because what do they mean when they say the world was supposed to simply vanish? Maybe vanish under the waves, right? That's my guess. Like, hey, we were slowly like killing people off as the seas were increasing while we lived up in our ivory tower, little by little. They weren't supposed to know about it, but then some motherfuckers starting to yap. You got Nico Olivia, you got Clover, you got Vegapunk. That's actually kind of crazy. That's my theory anyway. How else would you interpret that? Fascinating. Ooh, that's fascinating, dude. Okay. Oh, Usopp, okay. Usopp with what's that called? I forgot the Green Skull Star. I forgot the name of it. Take that. We're not afraid of the celestial dragons, you bastard. Yeah, that was overkill, Usopp. I completely blew her top half. I'm so sorry. Huh? What? She can regenerate, dude. Oh my god, they're cooked. Yo. They're fucked. Game over, man. Game over. Oh, it's over. Y'all are so screwed, bro. Look. Oh my god, Gunko is godly, man. I just want to say I apologize. I was unfamiliar with your game, Gunko. I just randomly, during one of my previous streams, threw out potential matchups for Gunko, and I might have said Nami, bro. I'm sorry. Nami's not capable of dealing with this person. It's just not happening. She is just casually shrugging off everybody's stuff. This is just too much, bro. Jinbei better do something, bro. Jinbei's the only chance we got, man. Crack. She's regenerating. I feel bad for her, but this is creepy. I must say, it is rather unnerving to see the dead rise. Crack, crack, crack. Once it starts, yeah, it cannot be undone. Yeah, they're demons. They're literal demons. I'm sorry to tell you, they are literal demons from the depths of hell. They are literal demons from the depths of hell. Smite them, smite them. How are we gonna smite them though? They can regenerate. What's the strategy here? Is Conqueror's Haki the strategy? Is there some other way to deal with them that I'm unaware of? Is Sea Stone possibly a method of dealing with them? I don't know. Fucking hell, I don't know. I just know that most likely, I mean, maybe Jinbei is the only hope we have with his sea powers. Maybe he can do something weird. But other than him, I don't see anybody else here capable of scratching this person without her being able to regenerate right back just like Saturn did in the previous arcs. Because they are demons from the depths of hell. No one can stop it. Damn, Kumko. Okay, yeah, I didn't know you had it like that. Damn, okay. Oh, she's sliding on Usopp. Okay, that's kind of... I love her powers. I'm going to be honest. It's kind of cool how her powers work. Well, I knew it. The countdown... Wait, no, I'm sorry. Well, I knew it. The arrow must point to our target. Leave it to me, Usopp. I love how Nami's trying to pull the arrow away. She can't do it. That's actually cool. That's funny. That's really cool. This is the kind of shit only Oda can come up with, these weird ass powers. But I really enjoy it. Leave it to me, Usopp. An attack that telegraphs itself? How absurd. The countdown has started. The world is already entangled in the opening salvo of the coming Great War. The opening salvo of the coming Great War is a beastly line. Very cool. It is said the Giants' alliance will greatly shape how the conflict unfolds this time. Interesting. I have thoughts on that. I'm going to say it after the chapter. A worldwide war. That's never going to happen. Yes, it is. So this plot was to take the kids as hostages and put Elbaf under your thumb. That's beyond cowardly. See, they know... I gotta talk now. I fucked this. I gotta say it. They know, now that Vegapunk has spilled the proverbial beans, that people are gonna rise up to fight against Marie-Joie. To fight up against their inevitable sinking into the ocean, right? It's gonna... Everyone on the Blue Sea is gonna fight, right? It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy, because they were supposed to just peacefully die off, according to them, but now that the cat's out of the bag, right, people are going to start realizing that they're going to die unless they start going higher up. And who's higher up? The Celestial Dragon is going to engulf the entirety of the world. The Marines, the Celestial Dragons, the Holy Knights versus the Pirates. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. And she said that the Giants' alliance will shape how the conflicts unfold this time. So, the Giants don't seem that powerful outside of Loki, so I don't know how, but I'm telling you, bro, there's some shady shit going on where the government was working with fucking... I've been saying this every time, bro. Every chapter. This is my most, strongly held theory. That the government is working, or was working, making deals with fucking Harold in the back, to basically make an alliance, or at least keep them out of the fight, right? I truly believe that, and Loki learned of that, and he's like, fuck that, and killed them, right? That's my theory, and I really think that it just makes too much sense, especially what she's saying right now. It's all coming together. I am merely carrying out the mission. It may well turn out to be a fruitless endeavor. I don't particularly understand the concept of hostages. The lives of a few children are as worthless as trash to me. What's wrong with you? You fiend. You fiend. Like, get the fuck out of here, kid. You ain't built like that. Come on. Cough, cough, cologne. 5,000 brick gavotte. Oh, come on, Jinbei. Not like this, bro. Not like this. She is a problem. She is a whole fucking problem. It's over. They're cooked, man. Even Jinbei is getting fucking fodderized. Oh my goodness gracious, Jinbei. Come on, bro. What happened to you, man? What happened to you? This is the same man who blocked Akainu's magma punch, bro. This is the same man who stood up to a Yonko, bro, and stood right in her face and said, fuck you. Come on, Jinbei. Don't do this, bro. Don't do this, man. Jesus Christ. Hello, fated arrow. She hit them with another reverse card. That's a crazy ability, though, for real. Nami gets kicked in the face. Usopp. Oh, that's a dodge. Damn you. Usopp gets kneed in the fucking chin. Oh my god. Man down. Man down. Man down. Woman down. Everybody down. Gunko is her, man. Gunko is with a capital H. Her. Hermathy. Well, are you ready, Killingham? To tell the truth, Albaf's communication network is limited. It's a shame, but at least they have one of these at important points in each village. Ah, Principal Kiba. Oh my, those are quite sharp. I can't quite see what's happening. I'll be honest, I can't quite see what's happening this panel. Is Killingham throwing the walrus dude? I had to, like, zoom in. Yeah, I think Killingham's throwing the walrus dude on his head. Principal, I can't move. That's because I use sleep paralysis on you. That's actually insane, dude. I use sleep paralysis on you. So, this big old thing is a telediction, Snail. Never heard of it. Summers, try talking through it. You should be able to transmit nationwide. Got it. But I'm gonna need a second, Killingham. This one should go down soon. Damn, bro. Not my boy Saul. Not my boy Saul, man. No. He's a former vice admiral. Huff, huff. I thought you died on Ohara. Huff, huff. Robin, Chopper, don't move. Stay hidden in my hair. Stay hidden in your hair? Help him! Help him! Especially you, Chopper. Well, actually, I don't think either of them probably stand a chance. I'll be honest. I don't want to see Robin get hurt. But come on, man. The children, I'm begging you, take care of them. Yeah, come on. It's time for you for your final charge. You hear that? Yeah, a school library? You should have cut that peaceful crap. You're meant to be warriors. Facts. There was a time when your people's might shook the world. You were supposed to be our mercy. Bro, let's go! I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! Oh, come on, bro. Come on. I need a high five. Come on. Come on. Your boy still fucking got it, baby. Your boy still fucking got it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Your boy still got it. Added to the list of predictions your boy has gotten. It's too easy, man. Too easy, man. I fucking said, believe in Loki. I said it. I fucking said it. Hold on a minute. I'm going to go. Chapter 1143, Zoro Fanboy 124. Look it up right now. The title of the video is Believe in Loki. But I got the receipts, baby. I got the fucking receipts. Believe in Loki. He knew about the deal. He knew about the fucking deal. That the very fucking essence of what a giant should be had been corrupted. That they were going down a path of subservience, slavery. He wasn't willing to accept that, bro. He wasn't willing to be a second fiddle to another power. He wasn't willing to be, some sort of bitch of the world government. Please. You think that Loki's a vassal? You think that Elbaf would be a vassalage of the world government? Suck my dick. Alright? Loki was right all along. I didn't comment it, but we saw Fat Loki earlier in the chapter, which is kind of funny. By the way, he was eating, right? That's my boy right there. I knew it. Cinema, pure cinema. I called it. Fucking. How many chapters ago was this? Like 6, 7 chapters ago. I still got it, baby. That's all I gotta say. You were supposed to be our mercenaries, right, Harold? King Harold, that bastard. He really messed everything up by dying, you bitch. Thank you for dying, my friend. Fuck you till the end. Let's go, baby! First off, Saul ain't dying. Number one. Let's get that out of the way. Saul's not dying. Would Oda reintroduce Saul back into the story and reunite with Robin just to have Saul die in front of her and her to just sit back and do nothing the entire time? No. I know Robin's got the trauma and it hurts me to see her hurt, right? And in pain and all this stuff. And her Devil Fruit really doesn't work in this scenario. It's a terrible matchup. An awful matchup of Robin. She can't do anything to this guy with his thorn ability. Literally nothing. What could she possibly do? Even if she manages to snap his neck, we know these guys have regeneration powers, right? She doesn't know that yet, but, we know that. So, what the hell is she going to do? Like, Saul did say stay in the hair. Maybe they just don't want to give her away because of her bounty and the fact that she can read the poneglyphs and that she's a... I don't know why he said stay in my hair. I guess to protect them. Chopper, what the hell is Chopper? I was gonna rant on Chopper because I love doing that. But in all honesty, what is he supposed to do, bro? Monster point? He's gonna get stabbed, bro. Just makes him a bigger target. Chopper's got nothing on nothing to do here. They're cooked until Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro get back with Loki. There's nothing that can be done. We already know, since I'm already predicting so many things, I might as well continue. We already know Loki is like he's very similar to Blackbeard in that he's a foil to Luffy, in that they're similar in a lot of ways, but also very different. Loki and Luffy have a lot of parallels already, so that's only going to continue. As I believe he has like the Dark Nika fruit, right? Because Devil Fruits are created based off of perception and based off of hope and want. And there are two different kinds of visions and perceptions of Nika himself. There's the Luffy version about bringing freedom and hope and that stuff, and then there's the God of Destruction version, which I think is going to be Loki. And he ate that Devil Fruit. That's my guess. Who is the strongest God Knight on Elbaf? Don't say Gunko. I think Gunko just has a hack's ability. Usopp did land a hit on Gunko, so there's that, right? So, if that's Zoro landing a hit on Gunko, I don't know if she's regenerating, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe she will be. I don't know what the counter is to this regeneration ability. It could be Conquerors. It could just be a lot of hockey. I don't know. It didn't work against Saturn. I don't think it'll work against these demons from depths of hell. So we're gonna have to figure it out. I don't know. I don't know. Who's the strongest? I don't. I think they're all pretty equally strong. I don't think one is standing out over the rest, and that's really interesting. Killingham's got a really cool ability with his paralysis and his sleep manifestations. He's got a hack's ass ability. And then you got Gunko's arrow shit, which is like she can redirect attacks and do a bunch of crazy stuff. Like it's hard to really power scale. I mean, Gunko made Jinbei look like a bitch, though. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Like, she's dealing with fucking Jinbei, Nami, Usopp, Brook at the same time. Feats alone, I gotta give it to Gunko, because you've got, Saul, who's a vice admiral. He's strong and all, but he's not Jinbei strong. He's not like the collection of that group strong. So, from right now, I gotta give it to Gunko. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm gonna give it to Gunko, man. Admiral level? I mean, yeah. It's certainly possible. Like, the thing is, like, it depends how strong you have for Jinbei, man. I mean, because I'm just saying, like, the strongest thing about them is their regeneration. Like, if there's nothing that you can do to counteract their regeneration, then they might as well be Admiral level at that point, right? Because they can't lose. I mean, she's gonna realize it's Brook at some point, and that's gonna be how they get out of the situation. I don't think she's realized yet that is Brook. Like, Brook hasn't started singing yet. When Brook starts singing, maybe that might change things, right? So we'll see. We'll see. I don't think Oda dropped that little tidbit for no reason. We talked about Ketchov's gun last time. Yeah. Chekhov's gun, not Ketchov. Chekhov's gun, right? That whole writing trope of, like, if you show something, it's gonna be for a purpose at some point. Yeah. Yeah. They showcasing the singing. Her listening to Brook's song is. Come on. What if the God Knights can regenerate because Emu made them immortal? I don't know. See, the thing is, this has to do probably with the history of the Celestial Dragons, who they are, where they came from, and their origin, and their battle with the Ancient Kingdom 800 years ago. You have to know that these Celestial Dragons and these God Knights, by extensions, are direct descendants of those people. Were those people demons that invaded this planet to start this war against the Ancient Kingdom to take control over it? That certainly is a possibility. They are literally demons from the depths of hell. And I truly believe that that's the case. I mean, I think when they say that they're not humans, I think they literally mean they're not humans. I don't think they mean that in the I'm just better than you way. I think they mean that in the I'm physically a demon, or in their minds a god. And they are the descendants of the original, winners of the fight against the Ancient Kingdom, right? So if they were demons, their ancestors would be demons too. Right? I really think they're just... I don't think they've been given anything. I think they're just demons. And Emu's like the king of the demons, right? So that's why he was able to kill Saturn, because, like, fuck you, Saturn. I don't know. Emu's like the devil, I guess, in this case. And they're just the demons under him. Dude, Brook gotta spill his knowledge of the world, since this man knows a lot. Like Roger being a rookie, or Beck being Pirate... Beck being Pirate King his time, and the Holy Knights. Yeah. I mean, he clearly knows more than he's letting on. That's what I'm saying. Like, Brook is I wouldn't mind a Brook flashback. That'd be hype as hell. Yeah, Brook's gonna be the key to winning this. Not Jinbei, surprisingly. I thought Jinbei was the only one. I really thought this was gonna be Jinbei's fight. and he just got treated like he was Nami, dude, or worse yet, fucking Chopper. This chapter, that is disgusting to me. I know people are going to be slandering all types of characters this chapter. You know, I can see the agenda piece working, the gears working in people's heads. I can imagine this chapter, people getting a lot of slack. But for me, the most disappointing is, without a doubt, Jinbei. Come on, man. I mean, he did only take one like bit of damage, right? And he seems fine, so there's still room for improvement. But yeah, bro, I don't know. Jinbei's got to man up, bro. But I think ultimately, Brook, his knowledge and his fame will be the key to overcoming this obstacle, right? I feel like Gunko was just like one of those children. She got burned just like the children met. No, she's a celestial dragon, bro. She's a celestial dragon. Like she's not like, you don't just get recruited into being a celestial dragon. You have to have like that bloodline, you know. So I don't think that she's like, you know. See, the thing is, like, remember a couple of chapters ago, this is kind of hilarious. People were like, "Oh, Gunko, she's gonna be a good girl. She's gonna be she's gonna turn it around." And even I was like, Oda likes doing that trope. So I'm not gonna pretend like I wasn't part of that conversation. But people were saying like, "Oh, you know, she's gonna be good. Like, she's secretly good." And then like next chapter, she's like, "I don't give a fuck. Let those kids burn." And we're like, "Ooh, maybe not." And then this chapter, "Ooh, yeah, probably not." She's evil as hell, man. There's no redemption for her, bro. I don't care what backstory she's got. Oda can try it. I'm not. No. It's not happening, bro. Brook probably knows the God Kings exist from the piss past. They're immortal creatures. Clearly, like, look at them. They're literally immortal, right? Are they immortal because of the Opi or because they're demons from the depths of hell? We don't know. But my guess is probably the demons from the depths of hell type of thing, yeah. Jinbei took an L this chapter, but enemies are always overpowering the Straw Hats in the beginning of the arc. Yeah, I wouldn't hold too much against the characters this chapter, because this chapter is building up the villains, right? Like, from a narrative standpoint, this is building up the enemies that we have, you know, on the island of Elbaf right now, and unfortunately, the people who were sunned this chapter are the hype tools that are being used to hype up the villains, right? Robin, Saul, Killingham, or not Saul, or not Killingham rather, Chopper, Usopp, Brook, Nami, Jinbei. These guys are all, unfortunately, sacrifices on the altar of making these villains truly dangerous, right? Because if they could deal with all of these guys, then they really wouldn't be dangerous. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat from Kiam Neo. Gunko is likely a Nerona and Emu. A Nerona, I don't know what that is. And Emu's descendant. She seems to be discovering how the world works through this arc, almost like a shelter child. Would explain why she was introduced with no saint name. Interesting theory. I mean, there is a lot to be said about the fact that her arrows look very similar. Very similar to Emu's arrow that he used to stab Sabo. So, you know, I that'd be kind of hype if she's the daughter of the devil himself. Or herself, whoever. We don't know if Emu's a guy, a girl, whatever the case may be. So that's a great comment, though. I quite like that. I quite like that a lot, actually. Look, Ripley doesn't need protecting, okay? Ripley's fine. Ripley's perfect in every single way. Doesn't need no help. But Frankie was cool this chapter. He's the one that avoided the slander this chapter because he was off doing some other things. He avoided being used as a hype tool this chapter, which was good for him. But everyone else, unfortunately, was sacrificed on the altar of hype tooling the villains, or farming for the villains. It is what it is. But that being said, right, this is the chapter that's going to build up these villains, right, all for them ultimately to fall this arc. The question is, who are going to be the ones to take down these villains and to, how should I put this, save the day, be the heroes of the arc. The clear answer are the Monster Trio, and Loki. Because right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. We have 1 Killingham, 2 Gunko, 3 Summers. Well, it was 3. I can't count. There's only 3. And maybe we'll get a 4th. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a 4th. Point is, you know, we got Sanji, got Zoro, got Luffy, got Loki. I'm just saying, it's setting things up kind of nicely, if I'm being honest. I don't know what the goal of the rest of those Straw Hats are going to be in the meantime. I would like to see, like, I imagine next chapter, like, they're building up how traumatized Robin is. And Robin, I'm just going to tell you right now, is not going to sit back. Robin is not going to sit back and just watch Saul die. She's not going to do it. She's not going to do it. So even at her own peril, at her own risk, and even though she's horribly outmatched and outnumbered, she and Chopper are going to do, at the last moment, the best that they can to stop him. Even though they're not going to succeed, because, let's be honest, they have this is a horrible matchup for both of them. And even if it wasn't a horrible matchup, they're not on their level. So, what are you going to do? But she's not just going to sit there and let Saul die in front of her again. She's stronger now. She's going to overcome this. This is all building up to her overcoming her trauma and, you know, breaking the shell of her childlike self and, you know, showcasing the person, the woman that she is now, the perfect being of pure blissfulness and greatness and wonderfulness that Nico Robin has become, right? And she's going to do that next chapter, and I believe in Robin. I always do. So there's that. This was a solid chapter, very fun, very cool, showing the God Knights, showing their abilities in action, showing the fact that they regenerate, or at least Gunko does. Maybe the others don't. We don't know for sure. We know Gunko regenerates. Right now, she's MVP of the God Knights, and Brooks got a little stuff going on. I was right once again. You know what I'm saying about Harold? I knew Harold was a rat. Was a motherfucking rat. Sneaking. Slithering. Fucking pussy ass rat. Dude. I knew it. Called it. And it feels good. It feels good to be right. I am the first to admit when I fucking completely get a theory wrong. So I'm going to celebrate when I get one on the dot. Perfect. So let's get some more. I'm going to wrap up the stream in a little bit. Be sure to like the video, though, before you head out, to like to support the stream. I appreciate that. If you're enjoying the reaction, if you're enjoying the discussion here on the YouTube and on the Twitch, like the video and get your last bit of questions in, theories, thoughts, and I will respond to them before I head out. Wish someone besides the Monster Trio beat people who weren't fodder. You have to understand, this is a shonen series, man, and this is a shonen trope that's not going anywhere. This is just a writing trope in general, right? One Piece does kind of mix it up a little bit and gives a lot of the weaker members of the crew things to do and people to beat sometimes. So they're a little different, but for the most part, all the shonens that you watch, whether it's Dragon Ball, especially Dragon Ball, they were the worst at it. You know, Naruto, Bleach, whatever, you know, shonen you want to choose. They always have a hierarchy, right? And, you know, per this hierarchy, you're going to match up with who you're going to match up with. And sometimes you're going to be used as a hype tool. You know? Look at fucking Rurouni Kenshin, for all you Rurouni Kenshin fans out there. Great series, right? Fucking, was it Yonosuke, I think his name was? The beast with a big-ass motherfucking gut sword was always used to hype tool the villain that ultimately Kenshin was going to defeat. It's a trope. It's how it goes. You're not going to get rid of the trope, you know, no matter how... it's a thing, man. It's always been a thing in One Piece too, man. Like, let's be honest. It's always been a thing in One Piece. Doflamingo's son, Sanji, and then, as a hype tool to hype up Doflamingo. You know what I'm saying? We got that going. Like, come on, man. We know what it is, bro. We know what it is, bro. Come on. Do you think there will be one-on-one fights against the God Knights? Most definitely. I do think so. I do think so. Well, Chainsaw Man is Chainsaw Man. There's nothing like Chainsaw Man. I mean, technically, though, it did have... I don't want to spoil... Oh, God. Okay. For anyone that doesn't want to be spoiled that only watched the anime of Chainsaw Man, leave or mute now. I will do this when it's time to unmute, okay? I'm going to give you 3 seconds, okay? 1, 2... Spoiler for Chainsaw Man, last chance. 3. Okay. So technically, it did use that trope with Makima. Because Makima killed Power, excuse me, and then used, oh God, I'm bad with his name. Wow. The other dude in the trio, oh my God, I can't think of his name. My memory sucks sometimes. This is why I don't react to Chainsaw Man, because I forget things with Chainsaw Man more than I do One Piece. She used her abilities to control what's-his-face and made him fight Chainsaw Man. And then ultimately Chainsaw Man defeated Makima, right? So they absolutely did that trope where the lesser or the side main characters were defeated first until ultimately the main character had to come in and win the victory. So they did do it. They did do it. So even Chainsaw Man, for all of its uniqueness and craziness, and I love Chainsaw Man, by the way. I love Chainsaw Man. It is not... Aki, thank you, Aki. Yes, Aki. Even that fell into that trope during that time. Just saying, man. Just saying. Dude. So, it's a common trope. It's a common trope. Okay, you can come back now. You can come back now. Spoiler over. Spoiler over. Spoiler over. Theory time for you, Zoro. How many chapters before the mural gets explained or what Robin read will be explained, or at least more in-depth information? You mean how much time in chapters, in years? What do you mean? Well, Frankie saw the mural. Robin didn't see the mural, didn't she? Or did she? You're gonna have to remind me. I don't think Robin saw the mural. I think it was just Frankie that saw the mural. Because it was, I think it was like Frankie's group. Was Robin there? I don't think she was. You're going to have to remind me. But point is, as far as it's getting explained, this is going to be explained during the final war. And I will say something about this chapter that's very important. Very important. Gunko said something in this chapter, I can't believe I didn't remember to recap it. But that is incredibly important from a meta standpoint. From an Oda talking to the reader standpoint. She said, hold on a moment. Jeez, where was that line? Damn, I'm trying to find the line. Give me 1 second. Where did she say that? Here it is. The world is already entangled in the opening salvo of the coming Great War. So the Great War that Whitebeard mentioned, the Great War that was hyped up and built up for a long time, this is the first step towards that. We are in the opening salvo, her words, not mine, of this great conflict. So, when does this get explained? When does the mural get explained fully? When we find the One Piece. When we find the One Piece, that's when the mural gets explained. Simple as that. Simple as that. Oda's not going to reveal the history of the world until the One Piece is found. I think that's going to be the key to truly understanding, because Roger said himself, yes, we found out the full history, yada yada. Not Roger. Rayleigh said himself when talking to the Straw Hats that they found everything. They found the real history, what happened during the Void Century, yada yada. They found it when they found the One Piece. Not before, not after. So it's going to be the One Piece is going to give us a big expo dump. And I'm very excited for it. So we're getting there. How many years is it going to take? I recently put on my Twitter, by the way, a poll asking people this very question. How long will One Piece be, in your opinion? And I put a poll up to see what people thought. Let me go to my Twitter to show you the results. In the chat, while I'm looking this up, you guys can tell me how many years you think One Piece will take before it's finished. And I'll tell you the poll results while I'm looking that up. I think the poll just ended yesterday, which is pretty funnily timed. Okay. How many years of the One Piece manga are left was the poll that I put up. The options were 2 to 3 years, 4 to 5 years, 6 to 7 years, or 8 or more years. Those were the options. The one that ended up winning was 4 to 5 years. And I actually disagree with that. I personally disagree with that. This arc by itself, Elbaf, will probably be another year and a half minimum. Minimum year and a half. I do not see Elbaf resolving quickly and efficiently. There are too many powerful enemies here. Too much going on. This whole Loki situation. I still think that we're going to get another 2 years of this arc in particular. Of Elbaf on its own. 2 years. With Oda's schedule, with, the fact that he misses some weeks sometimes. It happens. With his release schedule, accounting for anything that might happen, I still think at least 2 years for Elbaf on its own. That's just this arc. That's not covering finding the last road poneglyph. So it might be it's probably an Elbaf. This is gonna be the last road poneglyph. This could be something like that. The last road poneglyph, sailing to the One Piece, the final war, the Celestial Dragons versus the Revolutionaries, Blackbeard, fucking the Cross Guild. There's just too many things. I can keep going on forever about the many untied loose ends that are still to be decided. So you think that all of those plot threads that are being dangled and ready to go, not even talking about Emu, by the way, that's just on its own is going to be crazy. How long do you think that arc is going to be? If that's one arc, it's not going to be probably one arc, but let's just say for argument's sake, that whole clusterfuck is one arc in of itself. I think personally they're going to find the One Piece. That's going to be its own little kind of arc to get to the One Piece, all that stuff. And then after that's going to be where the big conflict happens. But assuming it's all in one arc. If Elbaf, which is far smaller in scale, is going to be 2 years, from this point, I don't know how many years it's been. I don't think it's been a full year, has it, since it started. Time is weird for me. But assuming it's going to be another 2 years of Elbaf, how many years will that take? 5? 6? Probably closer to 5 or 6 just on its own. So I'm of the mind it's going to be 8 years. I think 8 years is I think it's actually a reserved estimation. I think it's probably going to be 10 years. But I think 8 is a very kind of cautious and safe pick for years. 5 years? Hold on. I'm going to look something up real quick, just to give you an idea. Okay. Hold on, give me 1 second. This is very important. This is very important. Go away. Damn it, it's not showing. Okay, so this is homework. Since someone out there I thought I could find it on Viz's site, but I can't do it for some reason. What was the chapter 5 years ago to this day? 5 years, the closest to this day, probably wasn't the same day. What was the chapter that released 5 years ago to the day? What arc were we in 5 years ago to the day? I know the answer, I think. But what part of the story were we at 5 years ago to this day? Just to give you an idea of 5 years in One Piece time, what that is. Where were we about 5 years ago? Okay, I found it. Okay. Thank you, AI Google. Chapter 982. Now, what was chapter 982 of One Piece? Oh, that was the raid on Onigashima. Interesting. Wano. The end of Wano. Not the beginning of Wano. The end of Wano. The end of Wano. Where the chapter was described as, this is where Kanjuro delivers Momonosuke to Kaido. So if we are only one sub-arc removed from a 5-year time span from, I mean, let's be honest, Egghead wasn't a big arc. It was a pretty small arc in comparison to most of what we usually get. But the end of Wano, to one small sub-arc, to this arc, which we're in the beginning of, really, let's be honest, we're just getting started with this arc. That's maybe the equivalent of one normal-sized arc difference between there and now. You think in 5 years we're going to reach One Piece with all we still need to do in that time period? Oh no, brother. Oh no. It's not happening. It's not happening, man. You'd be surprised how slow this goes, man. This goes slow. We're at it. I know Oda too much. If he made Dressrosa like an absurd amount of chapters, which was like 4 or 5 years for Dressrosa by itself, and Dressrosa by it, let's be honest. Dressrosa in the grand scheme of things is not nearly as important as the end of One Piece. Bro, I think we got safe estimation 8 to 10 years, and that's it could be even longer, to be honest. It could. If there's another arc on the way there that we're not even seeing, like, we don't know what arc is next. It could be like we're sailing to the One Piece. I'm assuming with my estimation, next arc, we're sailing to the One Piece. We got the 4 road poneglyphs. We're gonna find it this arc, the last one, and we're sailing to the fucking One Piece. That's the best case scenario. There might be another arc, before that. Crazy, bro. Crazy stuff. Oda doesn't have a sense of scale of time. He just does his thing, and I respect him for it. I don't want him to rush. I don't want him to put it out in 5 years. If One Piece ended really in 5 years, I think, unless it's handled with the absolute perfect mastery, it's going to be disappointing. Lodestar, yeah, Lodestar could be. We could have an arc in Lodestar for the last island before. Could be. But think about it, guys. And I mean, we're technically still in the 4 Yonko saga, man. Shanks, Blackbeard, the Buggy crew with Mihawk. We still have to do all that, man. Not in addition to the whole shit with the world government and Akainu and the One Piece and Emu and the revolutionaries. And bro, come on. That's not even... Come on, dude. There's so much to do. Yeah, the more I talk, the more I realize it's probably 10 years. It's 10 years. I say 8 to be safe. It's 10 years, bro. Let's be honest. But all right, I do need to head out. I've got to do some things. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. Like the video if you liked it. I did kind of rant at the end there. Hope you enjoyed it regardless. It's always fun, man. I just can't say enough how much I appreciate being able to do this. I wish I could do it more. I wish, I could be on talking One Piece all the time with you guys, but it's always a pleasure to do it. I don't take it for granted, to talk about this wonderful story and to have this community be there to support me and back me up after all these years. So just want to take time to thank you guys and to end the stream there on that really mushy note. So take care. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. And